My name is Leo Ukwuani. I am an Ukwuani man. I am an industrial technocrat, and I'm also a politician. I've been privileged by the special grace of God to be secretary to local government in Ukwuani. I was the vice chairman of the local government council. I've been in honorable council about 20 years ago. I've been in honorable commissioner and member of the state executive council. I've been an SSC governor. I've been this, I've been that. So over the past 5 years, I'm grounded in the politics of that, especially grassroots.
Okay. We have that Senator Senator Ifeanyi Okowa have both indicated interest to run for the office of the Senator representing Delta North in 2027. What's your take on that?
Yes, constitutionally, every Delta or every Nigerian is qualified to run for any office they want to, and they also have the need to aspire for any position they want to. It's only left for the electorate to either decide to vote for such persons or not to vote for them. So I don't have anything against that.
Okay. We heard that people from Anioma, especially in the coalition, went to beg him to come out and represent them in the Senate in 2027. How correct is that?
To beg who?
To beg Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa.
You see, that's a very funny thing. If you are going to contest an election, the procedure is, first of all, you go and buy an expression of interest form. That is to show you are interested before you now buy your nomination form. It's not something they beg people to come and take. You know, when Okowa says people are begging him to come and contest, or Nduka people are begging, I think he's only trying to play with the sensibilities of Nduka nation and Nduka people. You know, if I were Okowa's intention to be a senator did not even start from now. The initial plan was by the time he leaves the office of governor, he will go back to the Senate. That was the plan. Until he got through all this opportunity for him to be vice president, and that was what made him go vice presidency. And then left the Senate, which gave opportunity for Senator Ned Nwoko to emerge as the senator. So the emergence of Senator Ned Nwoko as a senator representing Delta North is what can be best described as a proclamation of the divine enterprise. It is God that puts people in positions, it's not for anybody. So if Okowa is telling people they came to beg him, he also has the option, if he's not interested, to say no. So that is it.
Okay. It seems he, Okowa, has the support of most political office holders from the local nation. Why is it so?
Yes. He will blow the but he takes it too. You understand? So for that reason, the truth about it, for the past 25 years, Okowa has held Ukwuani nation bound. He determines who becomes what, right from his days as commissioner, because he had the listening ear of the then governor, His Excellency Chief James Igori. And so when most time he determines who becomes councillor, who becomes chairman, who becomes House of Assembly, they were all picked by till date. That thing is still there, very, very potent. So you don't expect anything less. If the man that made you get the position in government tells you that this is he wants you should come and go and to deceive the people, deception, to tell the people that we have come to beg him to come and contest. No, for me, I don't even want to reason that, because it's really unbelievable. It's preposterous to think of a man who has gone to say he wants to be vice president of Nigeria to condescend down to come and be a senator again. No. That is the height of irresponsibility.
Okay. Is it true that Senator Okowa made Senator Ned Nwoko a senator?
That's another thing. It's very, very funny. You see, as far back as, like I said earlier, I've been running in police of Delta North and Delta State. As far back as 1999, when Ned Nwoko represented Anocho Shimini in the Federal House of Representatives, at that point, Okowa was struggling to be a commissioner under Igbo, while Ned Nwoko was representing 4 local governments at the Federal House of Representatives. So, push forward. You find out that the same Ned Nwoko has made an effort to go to other positions. Even this senatorial in 2011, he contested on that DPP. And rumors had it there that he won that election. Because I can still remember there was this issue of somebody confessing being forced to alter the result sheet. That happened in 2012. And the man still kept quiet. You know, then in 2019, he also came up to offer himself to serve the people of Delta North. Because all of this, the encapsulation is that there's a burning desire inside of Ned Nwoko to serve. So he's only looking for a platform to be able to translate those ideas and those things he has for Delta Northerners into positive and affirmative actions. In 2019, we all knew what happened. Ned contested for Senate too. You know, but he didn't have the backing of the state government at that time. I was the director general of his campaign at the time. We went through and we campaigned through the rigorous process of the whole of Delta North. And obviously, from the reception we got and the events that took place, it was obvious that Ned did well in that publicity. But when they turned up and said, no, we went to court and the judiciary said no, first of all, they said Ned won the election at the court of first instance. At the court of second instance, they said, no, there's no more winning. The man still relaxed and went back. You know, so for anybody to say Okowa made Ned a senator, it's actually misleading. No man makes you whatever God wants it to be. By any reason, even the day you were born, God already knows what you are going to be. Even as Okowa is like this, people also made him and helped him in the course of climbing the ladder of power. So there is nothing out of place to say you are made. No. If God could use you through the instrumentality of God of you to make me anything, you could even make a recommendation. You might be privileged today to see maybe Mr. President, and so I know Honorable Louis is an intellectual, the guy is sound, he's very, very good. And then that is it. That is how people like Oshibanjo and all this came into relevance. Somebody must recommend you. So it's not for any man to take the glory that he did it. No, that is not correct. Okowa did not make Ned a senator.
Okay. So let's move forward. How do you see the agitation for Anioma State creation bill by Senator Ned Nwoko?
Good. You see, that bill did not actually start with Senator Ned. That bill started a long time ago. I can remember even when we were in secondary school, they called us Ikaibus. So it has been a long the likes of Osadebe and all the people have started the agitation for Anioma State creation. The only thing is that they've not succeeded in creating Anioma State before most of them passed on. And the agitation for Anioma State actually even started before the agitation for Delta State. Even for Bendel State, Anioma State, you go back to history, the agitation for Anioma State even started before the agitation for Bendel State, which was later translated to Edo Delta till now. So it's a continuous process for agitation. The only thing I think Senator Ned is trying to do is to say, my people have been fighting for this, I want to bring it to completion. And that is what he's been fighting for. And every Delta Northerner knows that, yes, we getting a state of our own is a very, very wonderful thing that will transform and industrialize and bring about economic recovery for Delta Northerners. Then it's a good idea. So those people who are only opposed to it are people who feel that, why must it be Ned that will build the cart? They know it's a good idea. Because I remember Okowa during the elections. I have the video. He said that himself is Ifeanyi Okowa and that he is an Igbo man. Ifeanyi is an Igbo name, that he belongs to Igbo. So for him to suddenly come and him and some of his other people to come and say there are no more Igbos because Ned is agitating that we should be identified with Igbos, it's not proper. It's not proper at all, and I don't agree to that.
Okay. How do you see Senator Okowa's aspiration to become a senator after vying for the vice president of Nigeria?
But you, without being told, you know that now. Somebody already in class 2 say he wants to go to class. Somebody already in class 4 so wants to go to class 5. Then class 5 now, you now say he wants to come back to class 3. Okowa has surpassed the level of a senator for Christ's sake. Okowa has been a senator before. If you go down his history, he was a senator representing Delta North at the time. So from there, we are one of those people that agitated that we must produce governor from Delta North. And also one of those people that partook in taking decisions to make sure that we return Okowa. And I was also one of those people that fought and campaigned seriously, vigorously, and invested our money. I know how many trailers of cosmetics I put out as souvenirs to Okowa's election to make sure Okowa becomes governor. So now for him to have attained the level of a governor for 8 years, and now says, yes, I want to go to the next class, which is vice president. Fantastic idea, no problem about that. Then now losing at that point and coming back to say that no, I can't be governor again because constitutional I'm not qualified to. Let me go back to Senate. No. That's matter of inconsistency, a sort of inconsistency and integrity failure. So I don't think I expect him, Okowa, to pick anybody. It must not even be a net. He could pick anybody and say, look, my guy, you have been this, you have been come up, let's send it to Senate. It's not for him to start thinking of himself going back to the Senate. What is he going to look for in the Senate that he did not get when he was there before?
Okay. So, from your analysis, what is your prediction of the expected outcome from the content between both Senator Ned Nwoko and Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa and other people for the senatorial seat?
Well, what I think is going to play out is, if you know, during elections, especially the presidential election, the National Assembly elections, 3 ballot papers are usually given out to the electorate on that day. With one for the presidency, which the vice presidency is tied to, then the other for the senator, and the other one for the House of Reps. If you want to compare and make an analysis of the last elections, you'll find out that the one for House of Reps in their federal constituency, PDP lost there. They lost to Labour Party. Then you talk of the presidential election, which had Senator Okowa as a vice presidential candidate. Then PDP lost there. It was only the senatorial election that PDP won in that place. That's only 3 elections. So in the 3 elections, PDP won only 1. That is the senatorial election. So you, without being told, you will know that the PDP's victory in that election was as a result of the personality involved. It was because of Ned himself as a candidate that was why PDP won. So if now there is a race now between Ned again and Senator Okowa in 2027, well, they already know result will show you. And I wish that we are talking about they are not in the same party. I wish Okowa had remained in his PDP and Ned is in APC. It would have been too clear. The difference for that election is not too clear. To show the people that yes, there is a serious act of rejection. If a man that contested for governor and was governor for 8 years can now go for presidential election and lose in his state when he has all the machineries of governance. He has the God commissioners, he has the House Assembly members, he has the councillors, he has the council chairman. He lost. Not to talk of now that he don't, even if he has control over them, it's like it's not as powerful as he thought when he was on seat. That was total rejection. It is even something that should call for him to sit back and say, why was I rejected? By the same people that had voted for me all these years. Why are they rejecting me now? So the result already you know, so no need of going into that.
All right. Let's move forward. From your own point of view, is it proper for Okowa to seek political office at this electoral season?
Well, from my point of view, if I were him, I would play the role of an elder statesman. That is where I think that, because from my own knowledge, I know during the 8 years, before Igbo's time, during the 8 years of James Igbo, Okowa was in government, largely as commissioner. Then during Odua's 8 years, Okowa was SSG. Those, even at the time, we were people that were negotiating after the primaries in favor of Odua and Odua Emek. We were agitating, no, they must give him something, they must give him something. Like, before they gave him SSG. Then after SSG, he was a senator again for 4 years. That means 16 years gone. Then after that, he now became governor. As governor for another 8 years. That's 24 years gone. So, my brother, if you look at it, if you've done 24 years, I'm not talking about the time he was council chairman. No. If you add all those ones, he's pushing 3 decades. You've been in government. What are you looking for again as a senator? Is it that you must still be in government? Apart from the fact, I don't want to go further, but if I want to go further, I tell you that around him, his boys, his daughter, everybody's in government. How many of you will be God? Is Delta North Anioma the property of Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa? Why must it be him? Or are you now saying that God in his wisdom has not endowed Delta Northerners with human resources that can occupy any position? So that is very, very wrong of him, please.